Apalachee High School shooter was just granted bond.
Atlanta News First, Yasmina Alston is live at the Barrow County Courthouse. And Yasmina, this decision came down just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, that's right. A judge just granted a $500,000 bond for Colin Gray. After explaining that decision to the community, the judge said in the courtroom that he understands the community is very emotional about this case. The judge asked the community to understand that the law doesn't allow him to be emotional, but to seek justice. In the courtroom today before this decision, we did hear from Gray himself, as well as 6 of the state's witnesses who gave impact statements. It was very emotional inside of that courtroom as loved ones of the victims in the Apalachee school shooting shared how this tragedy has affected their families and why Gray shouldn't get bond. Gray is the father of 14-year-old Colt Gray, who allegedly opened fire at the high school, killing 4 people and injuring 9 others. Gray is accused of giving his son Colt the AR-style rifle allegedly used during the shooting. The judge heard emotional pleas to deny the bond, including this one from the grandfather of one of the teens injured.
You took her volleyball playing away from her. You took her childhood away from her. She's only 14 now. Why should your son and you have freedom when she has none? I'm not here for vengeance, but to seek justice for my daughter, Taylor Jones.
And Colin Gray's defense attorneys did argue that he should get bond because he didn't pose a threat to the community and he wasn't at risk of fleeing the community, something, of course, prosecutors disagreed with. But again, a judge has granted Gray a $500,000 bond. Live in Barrow County, Yasmina Alston, Atlanta News First.
At this hour,